Good afternoon and welcome to Thriving Tuesday Moments of Encouragement, or TTMOE. Hashtag Be Encouraged, Be Inspired, Be Empowered. We're just glad that you're here today, and we thank God for another opportunity to come and just share with you on this afternoon. Please let me know you're here. I see people populated, but I need you to speak so I know who's with me. Glad that you are here again today. Today, we're going to talk about what it means to press past it. We often say things like, "I just got to get through it. I'll get to it. I'll get through it." When you get to it and through it, it's really not enough, because what the healing happens on the other side of through, and so we got to press past it all to that place where healing can come. Hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, Miss Mayetta. Glad to have you both here. And I'm not sure that we always understand the importance of the press past, because the press past puts us in a space where we can acknowledge what has happened. We can even remember what has happened, but what has happened has not shaped us. The shaping changes. Because if we're not careful, if we only get through it, that just means we survived. And so many times we just get to survival. But God is calling us beyond survival to thriving, to healed and next, and being able to look back at those things which we've struggled with, those things that have been difficult, and see them as a catalyst to our growth. That's why we can say that we know that all things are working together for good, because we see them in the hindsight as a catalyst for growth. That we're not the same because of what we went through, but if we only stay at the through, we never get past the past to healing. And healing is that place where we can take that which we've experienced and remold it and reauthor it and reshape it, so that we will not think that what we've been through is really the shaper, but it is God who is shaping us on the other side of it through the healing and the power of a healed soul. There's something about a healed soul that can look at what you may see as detrimental and see the other side of it. Because when you've been healed, when you've been through and healing has come, you know how I know when healing comes? I knew healing had come in certain situations because it didn't bother me to look at those people anymore. I didn't feel that pain of their presence. And it wasn't even on that end that says, I don't see them, they don't exist, they don't matter. I see them. They exist. They matter because they matter to God. I don't have to have them in my inner circle to be able to be kind, to be able to be just, to be able to be caring, to be able to be loving. You don't have to love me for me to love you. And that is one of those places where I know that comes from a maturity in faith, that I can love you and know you can't stand me. I feel like that is like that's the ultimate spiritual soul revenge. That my soul is at peace, whether you're around or you're not around. Does that mean that the hurt doesn't hurt? Does it mean that when I think back on certain situations, I pray that I never have to go through that again? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that I know that my space is above that fray, and that God has blessed me with too much for me to allow those people, those situations to make me lose me. It's a James Brown moment. I'm not coming out beside myself for you. I'm not doing it. What'd you say, Blackman? Like your granny used to say, love them, but feed them with a long handled spoon. That's right. And listen, I realize that the spoon may or may not be long, but I'm not going to position my heart for the pain. That doesn't mean I'm hardened. That doesn't mean that I can't be kind, genuinely kind. But it does mean that I have no expectation for them to be careful with my heart. So when I don't have an expectation for you to be careful with my heart, it doesn't hurt me when you're not careful. Because it's already in the expectation. Yes, Miss Peggy. I want to thrive. God is doing the shaping and the healing in me. Thank you, God. Yes. Yeah. Craig, it's so good to see you. What you say, Miss Lucy? Getting past the struggle means I can say I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Exactly. Because you've already tried. And because you've already tried and it didn't work, what makes you think I'm going to let myself live in the cesspool of hate? Live in the cesspool of anger? I'm not going to do it. I ain't about to do it. Because God has been too good to me. For me to allow your faux pas, to allow your hurt, for me to allow your disdain to be a measure by which I live. I pray for you that you will grow up and grow in grace and in the knowledge of God and in the knowledge of Christ. Far too many of us call ourselves Christians, but Jesus ain't in none of that. So my word to you today is to echo the Apostle Paul. I got to forget those things that are behind me and strain toward those things that are on the other side of through. Strain toward them, press toward them, no matter what it takes, because until I get past through, I cannot heal. And healed soul is the best revenge for petty pain. A healed heart is the best revenge for petty pain. Not getting them back, not getting them told, just healed. Able to smile and mean it. Able to greet with Jesus' joy. Because the joy of the Lord is your strength. Not people, not stuff. The enemy puts people in our path to vex us and to take us off our path. But here's why I say it's more important to press past it to the place of healing. Because if the enemy feels like every time they throw something at us, we're going to be derailed, that it's going to be like being at a baseball, a batting range, where the balls just keep coming and they just keep coming and you just keep trying to hit them and bat them off, but they're coming too fast for you to for you to be able to navigate it. Put the enemy on notice. I see you. I see what you're trying to do to my heart. I see what you wish to do to my soul. And let me let you know this. God has been too good despite the situation for me to lower my spiritual quotient, lower my spiritual, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, Dennis, help me. To lower my spiritual hurdle so that we can both just keep trying to walk over them together. No, I'm raising my hurdle high because I have I serve a God of high hurdle. A God who tells me that if I give it to him, I can cast every care on him because he cares for me. So I hope you get this, that the best revenge is a healed heart. A healed heart will always be the best revenge for petty pain. Because it's always petty. It's always petty. It's always from somewhere that has nothing to do with you. So once you finish assessing it and analyzing what you did or did not do, I pray you come to the conclusion that petty pain is no match for a healed heart. So get healed, get past it, press past it, strain past it, reach with all your might past that pain, because it is in the healing. It is in the healing of your heart that nothing that has happened will be able to touch you. And you can walk like God has called you to walk. And never worry about who's coming at you. No looking over your shoulder, not wondering when they're coming, because it doesn't matter. I'm healed. I'm healed. Healed. Listen, I pray this helps somebody today. Get your healing. Get your healing. Grow past the pain and get your healing. Because when you're healed, you can smile. I mean, chuckle even. Because you know that they don't have to like you. They don't have to care about you. You just be all that God has designed you to be. Don't hang around the pain. Press past it all the way to healed, and be encouraged. God bless you all. I'm glad you're here today. Please hold on to this. Hold on to this, because the enemy will keep coming. But once the enemy knows that petty pain is no match for a healed heart, enemy will move on. The enemy will move on. God bless you. Heaven smile on you. Be encouraged, and I'll see you soon.